The Honorable Raeigen Evans presiding. Everyone, when your neighbors call, unmute your device to give the court your full attention. Please find somewhere where you can be stagnated, no walking, no driving, none of that.
All right, this is the People versus Dakari Rogan. Case number Z8083121. We're here for sentencing. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman. He's right here, he's just muted. Mr. Baughman? Your video's off and you muted.
Yes.
They won't top Dominique.
Maybe I'll probably something else.
Mr. Ball, you there?
I got digs.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, here's the, let me recall these really quickly. All right, this is the People versus Lamar Rouse. Ticket number 162135597, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your full name for the record, please.
Good morning. My name is Lamar Jermaine Rouse.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is a stipulation to dismiss the instant case against the defendant. I would stipulate the probable cause for that recommendation. Thank you.
All right, this matter is dismissed without prejudice. You're all set, Mr. Rouse. Good luck.
Thank you.
We have ticket number, the People versus Dominic Diggs. Ticket number U599766621, count 1, use of street alley sidewalk for parking. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Baughman for the defendant. Sir, state your name for the record, please.
Dominic Diggs.
Thank you, Mr. Diggs. Your Honor, there's a recommendation to dismiss here. I would stipulate the probable cause for that. Thank you.
All right, so this matter is dismissed without prejudice. You're all set, Mr. Diggs. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day too.
Thank you, sir. This is the People versus Deshaun Richard, ticket number SP11550786, count 1, driver's license expired. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Deshaun Richard.
Baughman for the defendant. Mr. Richards, would you restate your name, please? You're on mute.
Mr. Richard?
Yes,
Turn your
Deshaun Richard.
Thank you.
Okay, turn your video on, sir.
So, Your Honor, the defendant presents today with the valid documentation. I've sent that forward to Ms. Horn. There's a recommendation to dismiss today, and I would stipulate to probable cause for that here. Thank you.
This is the People versus Jacob Dixon, ticket number SP398426, count 1, driver's license never acquired, and then ticket number SX24554-732, count 1, no operator's license on person. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman.
Good morning, Harry Baughman for the defendant. Mr. Dixon, state your full name for the record, please.
Jacob Dixon.
Thank you. The defendant presents today with a valid.
Hold on, Mr. Baughman, I'm sorry. Turn your video on, Mr. Dixon.
Oh,
Okay, we could be calling this matter if you're not ready. We'll call something else.
is that it?
This is the People
Can you hear me?
versus.
Can
I
you,
can hear you, but I can't see you. something else. This is the People versus Esperanza Rosa, ticket number SP 1246479, count 1, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number SP 1246476, count 1, disregard signal red or amber, and count 2, registration and or plate violation. Good morning, please state your names for the record, starting with Attorney Boffman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for Ms. Esperanza Rosa. Can you state your name, please?
Esperanza Rosa?
Thank you. Your Honor, the defendant did present today with some valid documents. That would be her registration and insurance certificate. She is going to plead here guilty to the second count, and that there is a charge reduction to limited access 1 to 5 over. She's going to waive rights and plead guilty to that.
And you're saying, and then you're asking the court to dismiss the registration and or plate violation? She
Yes,
showed
Your
because
Honor.
she showed valid document?
Right, for compliance.
Okay, so with that, do you stipulate to the face of the ticket?
Yes, for the purpose of the plea, I also stipulate the probable cause as to those matters being dismissed here. Thank you.
All right, so the court will amend the ticket to this, to limited access, 16 and 55 miles per hour zones. And we'll dismiss the remaining count with prejudice. There is going to be a fine of $125 that is due on July 8th. Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
If you don't pay it by July 8th, it will go into default and then you'll incur some late fees.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Good luck.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. One moment, please. All right. This is the People versus Jacob Dixon. Ticket number SP 398-426, count 1. Driver's license ever acquired. Ticket number SX 24554-732, count 1. No operator's license on person. Good morning. Please state your name for the record, starting with Attorney Boffman.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. State your name, please, sir.
Jacob Dixon.
Thank you. Your Honor, the defendant presents today with a valid driver's license. He has acquired his driver's license as to both counts. We're asking that the court consider a dismissal here based on compliance.
All right, so you stipulate the probable cause?
Absolutely, yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, so these matters are dismissed without prejudice. You are all set, Mr. Dixon. Good luck to you.
Thank
Did you have any questions?
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
That's it. This is the People versus Raeigen. Ticket number U 620552221, count 1. Operating City of Detroit without business license. Good morning. Please say your name for the record, starting with Attorney Boffman.
May it please the court, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, would you state your name for the record? Your
You're
Honor.
muted, sir. Look in the bottom left-hand corner to unmute yourself. There's like a microphone. Tap that.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant is asking for an adjourned pretrial date. We just need some more time to come into compliance.
Okay, you want to just set it for a bench trial?
Yes, please and thank you.
All right, so Mr. Raeigen, can you raise your right hand?
Yes,
You swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
yes,
You understand, you put your hand down. You understand you do have the right to a jury trial?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value to waive your right to a jury trial?
Yes.
Listen to the question.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value to waive your right to a jury trial?
No. No, I'm sorry. No.
Do you understand that by having a bench trial, the court will be the fact finder? Do you understand that, Mr. Raeigen, that by having a
Yes.
bench trial, the court will make the decision? Okay, so the court's gonna continue your not guilty plea, set it for a bench trial on July 29th.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Your Honor.
Okay? So
Thank you. I
that's-
appreciate that, Your Honor.
Okay, the offer will remain open. You're all set, sir. have
Thank
any
you. I
questions?
appreciate that, Your Honor.
Okay, you have any questions? No? Okay.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I believe Mr. Rouse is still in the meeting, sir. I believe you're
Okay, Mr.
free to
Ross, you're
go.
all set. You're done, sir. Did you have any questions? You didn't know? You can go. We can't hear you. You just talking. We can't hear
Right,
you.
you're on
I
mute.
didn't know. Listen, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was court. I just stayed to, hey, be respectful. I'm sorry. If I can end the call, I would.
Fine, you can go.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Have a good one. I do have a question. My attorney, am I going to get documents about the stuff, or do I gotta? How do I go about?
You can access these documents anytime if you go to the court's website at 36districtcourt.org. That is 36th districtcourt.org. There is a tab on the homepage. There's look up a case. Click on that tab and you can put in your last name / your first name. You'll get all the information. You'll be able to review case by case, all the cases that you've had in the city of Detroit or in the city of Detroit since the beginning of time.
Okay, and what are we doing? We talked about in our meeting in
Yeah,
the break room.
sure.
Are we doing that online too? Okay. All right.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All the information I had is directly from that website.
Okay. All
Good
right.
luck.
Thank you. Have a good one today.
You have a better one. Bye.
Thank you for dressing up. I appreciate that, Mr. Rouse.
Coming straight from work.
Oh, okay. I should just play.
Hey, thank you, though.
All right, Mr. Raybon, you're also all set, sir. All right, this is the people.
Thank you. I
versus
appreciate that, Your Honor.
You're welcome. This is the people versus Alfred Reynolds, ticket number P1274419, count 1, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number P1274417, count 1, disregard traffic control device, count 2, no proof of insurance, count 3, expired plates. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, state your name for the record.
Alfred Reynolds.
All right. My understanding is that the defendant is going to plead to the disregarding traffic control device, that count would thereafter be reduced to blockading, and that the balance of the cases, the instant cases here today, would be dismissed. He's gonna plead guilty or responsible to that count today. Is that right?
It was reduced to blockading, but it was also responsible to expired plates.
Your Honor, the defendant is compliant with respect to the plates and the insurance. I have those documents. I sent them to Ms. Horn, and I can attest as an officer of the court that the defendant did present me with valid documents this morning, which I forwarded to Corporation Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, counsel. The people, Tamika Horn, appearing on behalf of the people, P70303. The people would dismiss for compliance on the documents as mentioned by counsel and make an offer of blockading on the moving infraction.
Thank you, Ms. Horn.
All right, so with that, Mr. Baughman, you stipulate to the face of the ticket.
I stipulate to the face of the ticket for the plea, and I stipulate to probable cause as to any matters being here dismissed. Thank you.
All right, so the court will amend the count to blockading. We'll dismiss the remaining counts without prejudice, and we'll proceed to to sentencing. There's going to be a fine. Mr. Reynolds of $175. That is due on July 8th.
Okay,
All right, any questions,
You-
sir?
you said 175?
It's 175. Blockading is 175, sir.
All right, yeah, I paid on the first.
Okay. All right, that's very responsible of you, sir. You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on.
This is People versus Letitia Dennis. Ticket number 1733778. Count 1, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 694-890. Count 1, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. And count 3, drove a license not valid or improper. Ticket number 1841291. Count 1, drive while license suspended. Count 2, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. And count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Good morning, please say your name for the record. Starting with Attorney Bachman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, would you state your name for the record, please?
Letitia Dennis.
Thank you, Ms. Dennis. Good morning. The defendant is going to waive any more formal reading of the information and complaint for arraignment purposes and stand mute. And thereafter, Your Honor, change that plea from not guilty to guilty pursuant to the recommendation now part of the court file.
All right, Ms. Davis, can you raise your right hand?
Yes, one
Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
yes,
Put your hand down. You've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Bachman today in private about your case and your right.
yes,
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value in exchange for your guilty plea today?
no,
You're pleading of your own free will.
yes,
You're pleading guilty because you're actually guilty.
yes,
You understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right to trial?
yes,
And knowing that you're waiving your right to trial, you still wish to continue with your guilty plea?
yes,
All right, so I'm gonna direct your attention to the date of April 13, 2018 at approximately 4:15 p.m. on the date and time. Were you at any of the location of Burns and Edsel Ford in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Were you driving a 2003 Chevrolet vehicle?
yes,
And did you not have insurance?
no,
Was the vehicle unregistered and untitled?
yes, it was.
And was your license suspended?
Yes, I hadn't had a license yet at that time.
I'm satisfied with the factual basis, Your Honor.
With the factual basis?
Yes, I am satisfied, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, the court will amend 2 of the counts to fail to display an improper display and proceed to sentencing. There is going to be a fine of $200. Well, we'll do $240. And it's gonna be due on September 23rd. Do you have it paid by then?
Yes,
Did you have any questions?
no.
And the court will waive the other fines.
Okay, so okay, I do have a question, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
So it'll just be the 240 that I will have to pay, by September, and then everything was cleared?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I make my payments to the 36th District Court?
You can make it online, you can come down to the court. You can pay it over the phone. There's kiosks around the city called DivDat and like Myers or CVS where you can pay it.
Okay, thank you.
And then there's a
And-
phone number that you can call if you'd like.
Okay,
There also may be some reinstatement fees that you might have to pay as well too.
okay.
All right, any other questions?
You said reinstatement fees?
Right, if you don't have a license, you may still have to pay reinstatement fees with the Secretary of State.
Oh, yes, I know that. I went to the secretary. They actually let me get my license. I took the first part of the test, but I never went and finished my road test because of all this. I was trying to get all this cleared up.
Any other questions?
No,
You're all set, ma'am.
thank you.
Good luck.
I can hang up?
You can hang up.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, this is the people versus Rondi Rayford. Ticket number SP 123657. Count one, open alcohol in a motor vehicle. Good morning, please say your name for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, state your full name for the record, please.
Rondi Rayford.
Thank you. Your Honor, we're asking for a waiver trial date by way of Zoom. Please and thank
Raise your
you.
right hand, Mr. Rayford. Do you swear? Is your right hand
Yes.
raised? Raise your right hand, Mr. Rayford. Do
Okay.
you or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you put your hand down. You understand you do have the right to a jury trial?
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you, forced you, or promised you anything of value to waive your right to a jury trial?
No.
You understand that by having a bench trial, the court will be the fact finder?
Yes.
Okay, so the court's gonna continue your not guilty plea, set it for a bench trial for July 29th at 9 o'clock. Did you have any questions?
No.
You're all set, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, this is the people versus Raeigen. You can unmute yourself, turn your video on. This is ticket number P1246474, count one, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Ticket number P1246478, count one, no proof of insurance. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Baughman.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, state your name for the record, please.
Reed Raeigen.
So I am looking at a document that Mr. Raeigen sent to me this morning. It is the registration which expires on November 11th of 2022 to a 2005 four-door Lincoln, VIN number ending in 9866. I have forwarded a copy of that to Ms. Horn's attention, Corporation Counsel, and I would ask the court to consider dismissing the incident case here against the defendant for compliance reasons. Thank you.
What about the insurance?
Did I get an insurance? I think it's just charged with registration, Your Honor. I didn't see an insurance count on the docket.
But the offer is to dismiss the drive and register or untitled vehicle charge, and then to make admissions to the no proof of insurance. Well,
That was-
that's to plead responsible for that.
That's true, Mr. Raeigen. Raeigen, you didn't have the insurance, is that right? We talked about that.
Well, we didn't go over that. I did. Hey, wait, did I have insurance at the time?
Yes, now.
Oh, well, no, I didn't have insurance at the time.
What about now?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
But well, I don't drive that car as much as I used to, but I do have insurance.
you have a valid current insurance policy.
Yes, I can go. I can see a picture of that too.
Please and thank you, yes. Can you recall the case, please, Your Honor?
Yes, all right. This is the people versus, I don't think well, I'll call Erica Dortch. I don't know if she checked in. Ticket number P1248536, count one, failed to stop for stop sign, count two, operating while reading, typing, or sending a text message. And count three, no proof of insurance. Then ticket number P1248537, count one, drove a license not valid or improper. Mr. Goffin, did you speak with her?
I did. She was in the breakout room. She had an intention to come and waive rights and plea, according to my notes here. So if she's dropped out, maybe she's gonna try to come back.
All right, well, the case has been called and we'll give it another date.
Thank you.
This case called. Reschedule case call.
So-
No answer.
All right, so we'll just do that, case card. Okay. That guy on the call, Mr. Descartes.
We ready on the matter set for sentence?
Okay, we'll do that.
Excuse me, Mr. Boffman.
Yes.
That email you sent me is, I think you made a mistake because that gentleman, that's not my name.
So we're not ready on this.
All right, Rogan, ticket up case number 808312. We are here for sentencing. Good morning, please say your names for the record, starting with Attorney Goff.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, are not ready on this case. The defendant indicates she's not in receipt of the pre-sentence information, so I'm gonna correct that now.
That's the matter.
Well,
Mr. Rogan, are you saying